And another one bites the dust, guys. Unfortunately, and I guess fortunately, if you're a DC or Washington Mystics fan, news has just came down through Sports Illustrated that the Mystics have fired Coach Eric, I believe it's pronounced Thibault, and GM Mike Thibault. Okay, so they're general manager of the Washington Mystics team, the women's basketball team in the WNBA. It was Mike Thibault, and then his son was the head coach for that team, Eric Thibault. They both have been let go officially from their positions at the Washington Mystics. The article goes on to say the Washington Mystics have fired Coach Eric Thibault after 2 seasons as head coach and have also parted ways with legendary WNBA coach turned general manager Mike Thibault in a major organization shakeup, the franchise announced on Wednesday. Mike Thibault, who was in the WNBA's all-time wins leader as a coach with 379 career victories, transitioned to the general manager role within the Mystics organization in 2022. Says Eric Thibault took over on the bench and went 33-47 in 2 seasons at the helm, which included a 14-26 mark in 2024. Just horrible. It says, after extensive reflection and conversation, we have decided we are at a point in our competitive and evolutionary cycle to turn the team over to new leadership with a renewed vision to carve our path into the future of WNBA basketball. Monumental Basketball president Michael Winger said on Wednesday in a statement, Coach Mike elevated the Mystics program to its proud status as a league leader in innovation, the standard bearer in player care, and a model franchise. Coach Eric is a skilled coach and equally talented motivator. Our players are fortunate to have played for Eric these past 2 seasons, as well many other players in this league for decades ahead. Since the Mystics finished 2024 well outside the playoff hunt and will not have just over a 10% chance of landing the number 1 pick in the 2025 WNBA draft lottery next month, the Mystics are one of the 5 current job openings in the W, joining the Dallas Wings, Los Angeles Sparks, Chicago Sky, and Atlanta Dream. Again, I've seen many criticisms. Again, I'm not a fan of the Washington Mystics at all. I do like some of their players, though. Shakira Austin and Emily Inkster, along with some other ones, of course, Aaliyah Edwards. But I just didn't follow their team like that unless Chicago, Connecticut, or my Vegas Aces was playing them. And I've seen many complaints all throughout the season on Twitter of, Washington Mystics fans saying that Eric Thibault is a terrible coach and that the only reason why he had that job as a head coach and for so long after, 2 terrible seasons is because his father, nepotism, right? His father was a general manager of that team, Mike Thibault, okay? Eric is his son. And the fact that they both got fired, I'm like, well, damn, okay? Okay, so, Big Daddy, Mike can't save Eric because Mike got fired too, which is just crazy. But guys, just to take a pivot, okay? I also just saw this from Sports Illustrated. It says reports have suggested that Christie Sides' days as Indiana Fever's coach could be numbered. Again, she will become like what, the 6th or 7th WNBA head coach to get dropped, and literally like in a span of 3 weeks or less. Again, guys, I'm telling you, it's getting real. It's getting real, deal spill real. Now, the article goes on to say Indiana Fever's second-year head coach Christie Sides was the subject of much conversation this season. Yes, she was. A lot of criticism. Since when the Fever started the 2024 WNBA season with a 1-8 record, much of the Fever's fan base was calling for Sides to get fired. And they were. I was there. Okay, people have been dragging that woman. They've been dragging Christie all season long. Okay, but then Indiana turned their season around, finishing with a 2020 regular season record and making it to the WNBA playoffs for the first time since 2016. So again, guys, I have to always defend her. She did show improve with the team. Okay, they were 20-20. They won 20 games. Okay, they gave out 20 L's and they took 20 L's. It was even. Okay, I believe in the beginning of the season, Fever was like the 9th, 10th seed spot. They finished at the 6th seed spot, and they were able to actually make it into the playoffs. They got swept out of the Connecticut Sun, of course, unfortunately, right? Connecticut Sun is my second favorite team. But, I mean, like, she did show progress, guys. Like, what more do y'all want from her? The article continues. While some of Side's decisions down the stretch still incited controversy, the general sentiment was that she had done enough to keep her job as head coach. It says this sentiment was strengthened once Indiana Fever president of basketball operations Kelly praised Sides by saying, I was really impressed with the progress the Fever made and how Christie is a resilient leader, and she's a good person and a great leader. In an October press conference, it says, however, Sides' future appears to be up in the air once again after it was announced that Connecticut Sun's head coach Stephanie White, who was an assistant coach of the Fever, where she spent 5 seasons as a WNBA player from 2011 to 2014 before becoming Indiana's head coach in the 2015-2016 seasons, could become available as a head coach this offseason. It says this made Fever fans clamor for White to come back to Indiana. as she's highly respected as a coach. In a recent update made by Chicago Sun-Times reporter Annie Costabile suggests that their wishes could be granted. Since the latest, Stephanie White has been in talks with multiple teams regarding her future. The 3 teams remaining in picture at this point are the Sky, Fever, and Sun, according to multiple league sources, Costabile wrote on X Wednesday. Now, again, I just did a video like about 2 days ago, or I believe just yesterday. I make so many videos, guys. About 2 days ago, I made a video about, Connecticut Sun's head coach, Stephanie White. She is dealing, unfortunately, with a family emergency, so she decided to take a step back. She said that she can't even think about her, future career as a coach in the WNBA. That's why she kind of stepped aside. She stepped away pretty much as being the head coach for Connecticut Sun. So, I mean, it's really interesting that just 2-3 days later, you got Costabile saying that, she's in talks with the Sky, the Sun, and Fever right now as for head coaching positions. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if Christie Sides is getting fired because, again, a lot of people have very strong opinions about this woman. It comes down to, it comes almost down to downright hatred, okay? People saying that, she sabotaged Caitlin Clark and the rest of the Fever girls time and time again. She shows favoritism. She's inefficient. She's not effective enough as a leader, as a head coach, and she don't know what she's doing, pretty much, to sum it up. And people are like, what, we love Stephanie White. I would love to see, people are saying we would love to see Stephanie White take Christie Sides' position, but no, okay. If Stephanie White, whatever family emergency she's going through, I hope that she gets through it quickly. I hope that everything is well in the end. But we need her for Chicago Sky. Y'all need to stop being stingy. Again, work with Christie Sides. Christie Sides needs to stay with the Fever. Again, she did make progress. Y'all finished this season's record 20-20. Okay, 20 L's, 20 wins. Y'all made it into the playoff spot. She elevated them. They were like 9th, 10th seed in the standing power rankings. Y'all went up to the 6th seed spot. What more do you want from her? Give her until next year, okay? Let's look at the 2025 WNBA season, okay? May gonna get here in no time. It's like, 6-7 months away. Okay, let's see what's going to happen in the next season of the WNBA. And then I say, then maybe y'all should be like, you know what, Christy, we understand, they they put up those thank you graphics on Twitter, we thank you for your service, your time is up, okay? That's pretty much how they, handle the public firings of these head coaches in the WNBA. But at this point, again, the bombs keep dropping, guys. I'm scared for Becky Hammon. I don't want to see her get fired from the Aces, okay? They have such a, when I think of the Las Vegas Aces, it's like a sorority house. It's like a sorority house of sisters, okay? And Becky, she's like the big sister, the cool aunt. They just have such great team chemistry, and she's very effective. Again, she is the reason why, she was the head coach when the Aces were able to become back-to-back champions, right, in the championships. In 2022 and then 2023, they repeated. And, again, it's so many eyes now on the WNBA, so much popularity and attention. People have strong opinions, okay? They want to see their favorite team be able to contend with the best teams and beat the best teams. So, with all this, the new eyes, people are like, you know what? We need to actually become stronger, okay? The talent got to be there. And a lot of these head coaches, they're taking hits. Okay, the head coaches got to go. It's like, look, if y'all can't steer this ship the way it needs to be steered with all the new attention and the eyes on the league, then you got to go. So, again, he's like the 6th, 7th coach now. And, again, a span of 3 weeks or less to be fired. Him and his dad. His dad was the general manager, Mike Thibault. And damn. So I wonder, who's going to fill his spot. But again, we need Stephanie White at Chicago. I know she would do amazing things with my skyscrapers. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on the Washington Mystics deciding to part ways from both the general manager, Mike Thibault, and his son, former head coach of the Washington Mystics, Eric Thibault. What are you guys' thoughts on all the rumblings? Okay, it's rumors all over Twitter and everything that Christie Sides, her days are numbered. They're saying that, she got to get up out of here and that they're looking at Stephanie White. But Stephanie White needs to quit playing and come to the Shah.